Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our co-main event of the evening, our fourth fight on the main card. Are you enjoying the show? I can't hear you. Are you enjoying the fucking show? I'm glad to hear, guys. So, let's present the fighters. Coming to the blue corner, Afrim Thaqi.
And here he is, the confident Norwegian who called out Marsel Terteryan. And actually, I can tell you guys a little secret. When I was doing interviews with him yesterday, he tried to call out Mac Romney too when he met him in the hallway.
Oh,
this guy wants to fight. He wants to fight every single person he ever meets.
And listen, when he signed the deal with Dominance Fighting Championship, he said, okay, Mark, well, listen, I'm going to take a fight in November as well. I need to keep me warm. He went to Greece, won, and now he's here in Copenhagen, Denmark, to fight Marsel Terteryan. This is a guy that loves fighting.
Yeah, definitely. And he's, you know, riding a 3-fight winning streak, 2 submissions, most recently that decision victory over Jason Jenkins that we were speaking of. And he's been doing his work. He's been sparring and training with Furuheim, the multiple-time Danish Muay Thai champion. So he's been getting in a lot of good sparring rounds preparing for this.
All right, let's get back up into the cage and let Sebastian Bull introduce our home fighter.
And now, let's introduce our fighter in the red corner, Copenhagen. Are you ready? Marsel Terteryan!
And as you said, Patrick, he comes from a boxing family. Every one of his brothers have been Danish champions in boxing, Marcel too. And now he's thrown his love on this beautiful sport we call MMA. And he showed at Dominance Fighting Championship 01 that he knows his way around the cage too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And how about those credentials? 4-time Danish amateur boxing champ, 2-time Danish amateur MMA champion. He also has a pro boxing bout, which he finished by knockout in the first round. First round also where he finished his first pro MMA fight. So the stats are looking good for Marsel Terteryan.
And he looks slick on the ground as well in this first fight here. Like, he didn't do what we expected. We thought he's gonna stand and be slug fighting. He went in and started grappling. That was crazy. So I'm really excited to see what he's gonna bring to the table today. And I also know he called out Nicholas Larsson last time when he won.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna call him out tonight. I know that a good friend, maybe the best friend of Nicholas Larsson, is here tonight.
Here we see the tail of the tape of these two fighters, both with winning records. Let's get up and get a proper
featherweight fight, sanctioned by the DMMAF, with a weight limit at 65.8 kilograms. In the blue corner, he holds a record of 2 wins and only 1 defeat. He weighs in at 65.5 kilograms and was measured at 170 centimeters. He fights out of Norway, Afrim Thaqi. And now, in the red corner, he made his professional debut at DFC 1 and won the fight by submission in the very first round. He weighs in at 66 kilograms and was measured at 175 centimeters. He fights out of the Great Danes gym and represents Denmark. Come on, Copenhagen! Marsel Terteryan! The referee in charge of this contest is Mikkel Birk Olsen.
And now we get ready for the co-main event of the evening. These guys have been waiting to go at each other.
And it's pretty evident that Thaqi has quite a few supporters and fans in the building.
Yeah, there's a huge gathering behind us that really shouted his name when he came in and got introduced.
So let's see what he brings to Copenhagen.
Noticeable size difference between these two. Terteryan definitely the taller fighter between them, but he's keeping his base low, anticipating that potential takedown.
Oh, the hands working from Marsel Terteryan.
Oh, and here comes, oh.
And this is where we're gonna see what Marsel is made of when they go into these clinch situations.
He seemed prepared the first time.
That's a heavy calf kick there from Thaqi.
Yeah, you already see the redness on his left calf. Just from the first shot.
Staying a little bit more on his feet this time, Terteryan, than when we saw him at DFC 01.
But we also see Thaqi going for the leg shots, like the leg kicks early on, to see if he can compromise the movement of Terteryan.
Oh, solid strikes here from Terteryan. Oh, look at that. Manages to...
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
what happened?
Wow, that is it.
Oh, it is done.
Yeah.
I think he dislocated Thaqi's shoulder in the throw.
Yeah, it looks, again, freak accident like we had early on with the knee. Now it's the left shoulder from Thaqi.
I think you're absolutely right, guys, and Terteryan is hyped up. Again, he finishes an opponent in the very first round.
And this was a tough test. Afrim Thaqi is no, slouch. He's one tough customer for sure. But wow, Terteryan really living up to the hype.
Yes, and again, we can call it a freak accident, but it was still Terteryan who, we can see it here in the smaller video box.
Yeah, I think it was when he
I think when he fell down, he overstretched a little bit.
Exactly. It was due to that the overhook that Terteryan had.
Yeah, and Thaqi simply overstretched his left arm, and that means that he popped his shoulder.
Yep.
So the throw from Terteryan was forcing, the injury.
That is also part of MMA. And Terteryan still forced that throw, and it was a good throw. And I'm sure that Thaqi will still keep calling people out, maybe even calling for a rematch with Terteryan, but after 2 fights here at Dominance Fighting Championship, he stands undefeated, never gone longer than 1 round. So he's going to be a tough cookie. Let's get up to Sebastian Bull and hear the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight! We have winner by TKO, Marsel Terteryan.
There you have it, another first round finish for Terteryan.
And again, not winning by doing, showing off his boxing skills. Let's get up to Camila, who's ready with Marsel Terteryan.
Marsel, that was a very, very quick fight.
Yeah, it was. But that's how it is when you're fighting me. As I said before, if you want to wrestle, I take you down. If you want to grapple, I choke you out. And if you want to box, I knock you out.
So you are ready for another fight?
I am Marco Madsen. I'm calling for the DFC belt. Just wait and see.
So who would you like to meet next time?
It doesn't matter. Whatever makes sense.
I know you signed up with Mark just before Christmas, so we will see you in all the DFC fights during 2025.
For sure. And I want to make a shout out to my friend who survived a very bad car accident. Jesper Pedersen. I hope we will see you at DFC 3. Thank you, Copenhagen.
Thank you so much, Marsel. Thank you.
And Mark Madsen is going to have to figure out how to build a lot of belts suddenly, because everyone is going to want a Dominance Fighting Championship belt. But as we already talked about, this was just impressive from Terteryan. Another short fight, but just another win.
I mean, one thing that I liked that we didn't have time to talk about was how he was leading with a left hook to the body as well, which is something that, you know, had it not ended the way that it did, that could really have taken a lot of steam out of Thaqi's engine going forward.
Yeah, you see the boxing skills really shown out, that he can do more things than just boxing. He can take them down, he can throw them around. As I said, I can submit them, I can grapple with them, I can kick them and knock them out, I can do whatever it needs and takes to win the fights. And Mark signed 2 fighters. 2 fighters made a hell of a performance tonight. Jo Stedil and Marsel Terteryan. Marco Madsen, you did a good signing there.
He really, really did. Impressive by Terteryan, and he's only going to get better at all the other stuff. You know, we'll still talk about his boxing experience, but when his career progresses, he's just going to get even better. We've already seen how hard he works at it. And here we see the finish against Afrim Thaqi.
Yeah. Overextended the left arm, and that popped the shoulder, unfortunately, for Thaqi, but gave Terteryan the victory.
And I can't wait to see this guy in the cage again, because it's exciting every time. And you said before this fight, Sebastian, you know, this could be a tight fight. But again, when he finishes them that quickly, you know, who can he go up against?
I mean, yeah, that's gonna be a tough tough task, to be honest.
But again, he didn't get really tested today. Like, we saw some things where he had a little bit of toughness in him. You know, where he had some trouble. The leg kicks, we saw that already, redness on his leg. You know, that's something he has to work on. He has to work on his own kicks. But of course, this is a fight that he loves. He didn't really get touched. He's ready for the next the Dominance Fighting Championship. He doesn't have to have an injury timeout, basically, because he didn't get touched. And he's ready to train again, not maybe from tomorrow on, but when it's Wednesday next week, he's ready to go to the gym and work on the new stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep hyping this guy. I am really impressed, and I love his whole attitude. So this was the 4th fight of the evening. Another win for a Dominance Fighting Championship fighter. We still, of course, have our main event of the evening. And if you think it's been intense so far, just wait till you see Marco Biak in this cage. After our break, you're going to meet the most intense fighter you've ever seen, Marco Biak.